So you mentioned early on that you said you automated everything in your home, and obviously you have this appreciation for it. I'm not that type of guy. I am old school. I went to the Chiefs game last Sunday, and I was mad that Ticketmaster made me use my phone to get in. I want to have a print ticket. That's just I don't know. I'm just stuck in my ways. What do you think about your customers? I know obviously they know that the labor problem is real, but the people that you go out and meet with, are we at a point now to where people is it a pretty easy, like, give me a solution? I don't care if a robot software, it sounds a little sci-fi to me, or what kind of mentality are you seeing in people right now?
Yeah, so I'm an engineer, so I can't really fib and tell you it's like super easy. We're working really hard, and I can tell you, you can even go to our YouTube channel and see I have sort of basic operation. We have been working for 3 years on trying to make a super simple user interface and system that is dead simple. And so that's a hard thing to do. It's very hard to make the complex simple, but good news is I've been doing that my entire life. And I believe the best interface is no interface. So while you would sort of come to my home and sort of say, hey, CBQs, everything's automated, but it looks like your light switches are still, stock. And, there's, and because I believe too, that like, you have to sort of leave, everything can't be automated and you just tear up everything and it doesn't work. So one of the things we have done from the beginning is that this mower has a switch. And when that switch is in manual mode, this is a standard stock mower because number one, my customers have a job to do. And if for some reason the software is not working or something, it does every day because that's what we do. And we've got hired DevOps and all kinds of production and Amazon and all this, availability and reliability and testing. We've done all that. But heaven forbid anything is going or they just don't trust it. They can leave that switch and they can still get the job done. And so when they do want to use the features of the mower, it's one button, they press map, and then they mow the boundary of the area they'd like to do, and then they come back and start, they have a remote control, and they press go, and the mower will, in the default case, just stripe that area and do the most efficient one. And for 80% of the use cases where our customers are on sort of Class C, sports fields, athletic fields, large turf areas where they just need an extra crew to just mow, it is solving their needs and doing it quite well. And then it just comes back to the start and says, take me somewhere else, Chief. So I think we have a lot of work to do to get it even more simple. I think it's pretty easy. But then again, I have the curse of knowledge. I've been using it since it was real hard. I mean, heck, when we first started, we were out there with a laptop, which was unacceptable. But now, knowing what we know, like, there's a job to be done. We did it all season long in Texas where it gets up to like 105 degrees. And like, there's, if you can't get the job done, I'm going, like I'm going to the Quick Trip to get some water and I'm not going to futz around with trying to, figure out anything. It's just like, it needs to work.
So you mentioned, some of your competitors, and I feel like it's been an interesting time for robotic mowing, and it's good for me because I'm interested in it. I think it's an interesting story. What's your prediction on how the market is going to be? Is it a few years away? How big is robotic mowing going to become, do you think, once it gets perfected?
Yeah, well, as one of my customers says, it's a great day to be a landscaper. I truly believe that you all have lived with the labor challenge for so long that the market has responded well. And that's good news. So help is on the way. Now, I would like to say that, when I think about robotic mowing, there's two sort of categories. One is the robo-mower, which I believe is a great toy and good for the end user consumer. I'm not sold on sort of commercial usage yet. I think there's some people doing some great work on that. Robin and some others, kudos to them for helping with the fleet sort of style. Maybe I could be a landscaper and sort of have a fleet of these. That's not where we focus. We have never been focused on that market. In the beginning, we looked at it and said, the reason I have a lawn guy to do my lawn right outside that looks beautiful, because they were just here yesterday, is they do everything. They make it beautiful. They do, edging, weeding, blowing, turf care even, my guy can come and do. And, I even have a separate company that helps with some of that too, but he'll let me know. And, and those people are professional and they use professional mowers and they use commercial mowers that, need to work every day and are bigger. And so our focus has been on automating that and helping the commercial side who have crews who use commercial grade equipment to add autonomy to them. And so of the competitors that are doing that, it is a good time. We all have different strategies. One is building a new electric mower from the ground up that is indestructible, which I think is tough, and I hope they can do it. I don't think electric has the battery, but I think they're betting on some stuff coming down the line that could help. I mean, we did it all last season, the season before with an electric mower, a commercial one, and we just couldn't get the endurance for the day. Especially if you're, with a 52-inch mower, we'd run out of battery and then we'd have to go recharge for 12 hours. Even though we completely hooked up the truck and made it super simple, it was just tough. And so I think we're skipping the hybrid phase, and we're skipping some other stuff that cars kind of went through. I hope we can do it. Our system does work on electric, and that's great. Again, different strategy, but I think in the next, what we'll see is that we're going to be producing probably a couple hundred mowers next season. Incrementally, that's been the goal from the beginning with our company. We had a small fleet this time, very intentional about that small fleet, making sure that we're leveling up and figuring out how to do this and roll it out the best way we can, and then we'll continue to do that. So if you're a landscaper looking to get on the edge, contact your dealer, ask them about autonomous mowing. Currently available on the Wright Standard ZK. So if Wright is your brand, let's do it. And if it's not, we'll talk to let's get the manufacturers going. Let's do it.
How can guys see you guys? I mean, if they want to see it in person, is it, are you guys going to be traveling, or is it, what if they want to get their hands on it and take a look at it in person?
One of our core values is customer success. So I've taken every single mower I have is in the hands of customers. And if they found out I had a demo unit hiding or sitting around somewhere, they'd be like, why don't we have that? And I would say, you're right, you need it, because they've got labor challenges. So I did the smart thing. I only have one unit internally that my developers use. We're mowing actually today for in Atlanta, and we do that still. So we can, the term is eat your own dog food. So we mow a lot because we got experience, and we can't just sort of throw it over the fence and be like, let us know if there are any issues. So in terms of where you can see us, we're going to be at GIE for sure. We got some new fun stuff there that we're working on with Wright. Absolutely, we're going to be there. And I would say encourage you to do that. The other thing you can do is go follow us on YouTube. We do a ton of videos on how it works, which are pretty good to get the detail if you're an engineer or even just a tinkerer like me and you like machinery and software. I try and do a video pretty series on that pretty regularly. Check us out on Instagram. Instagram is where we post a lot of here's where we actually are, literally mowing in the field, mower stopping and seeing stuff and real world stuff, because we're pretty open. But in terms of we're not doing a road show or anything like that right now as it stands. We're just really getting ready for the next season and helping our customers. So contact us on our website if you want more, but check us out on those social channels.
Okay, cool. Well, CBQ, I appreciate your time, man. This has been a fun conversation. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at GIE Expo. I'll be sure and come out and say hi.
All right, we'll see you there. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, this is CBQ. He is the co-founder and CEO of Greenzie. I'm Seth Jones. Thanks for watching us here on Landscape Management's At Home Edition.